Indians are entering the shores of UK illegally by crossing the English Channel on unsafe boats. UK newspaper, The Times, reported quoting Home Office sources. Now, Indians are the third largest group of illegal migrants in the UK. The newspaper added, it was also reported that around 250 Indian migrants made the dangerous voyage this year alone. Wikipedia has been blocked by Pakistan after the site failed to remove blasphemous content. It comes after the government on Wednesday ordered Wikipedia to remove offending content within 48 hours, and the country's telecom authority degraded its services. Wikimedia Foundation, which hosts platform for Wikipedia, urged Pakistan to revoke the ban, saying, access to knowledge is a human right. A funeral for a Belarusian military volunteer who died fighting against Russia on the front lines in eastern Ukraine was held in Kyiv on Saturday. Edward Lobov was a member of the Kalinovsky Regiment. The unit is composed of Belarusian volunteers who believe Ukraine's victory over Russia may lead to the ouster of Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko's government. Portugal will send German-made Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine, PM Antonio Costa announced on Saturday, without specifying how many will be shipped. He said Portugal is in talks with Germany to obtain parts needed for the repair of several inoperable Leopard tanks in Portugal's inventory of the weapon. Costa said he hoped to deliver the tanks to Ukraine by March end. Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev said if Ukraine procures advanced weapons from the US, it will trigger retaliatory strikes from Russia up to the extent of its nuclear doctrine. Reuters reported, as per Russia's nuclear doctrine, a nuclear strike is permitted after aggression against the Russian Federation with conventional weapons when the very existence of the state is threatened. Russia and Ukraine announced on Saturday that they have released more than 170 prisoners of war (POWs) as part of the latest prisoner swap between them. Moscow said Ukraine freed 63 Russian troops, including some special category prisoners whose release was secured following mediation by the UAE. Meanwhile, Kyiv informed that Russia released 116 Ukrainians from its captivity. After U.S. State Secretary Antony Blinken cancelled his visit to China over the discovery of a Chinese balloon in U.S. airspace, the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs said, "We have never violated the territory or airspace of any sovereign country." It added that the unintended entry of the unmanned airship into U.S. airspace was being hyped up to smear China. A Chinese spy balloon has been spotted over Latin America, the Pentagon said on Friday, a day after a similar craft was seen in U.S. skies. It's unclear exactly which country in the region the balloon is hovering over. It added, China expressed regret over the balloon over US, saying it was a weather airship that had been blown astray. A 22-year-old YouTuber, Tiba Al-Ali, was strangled to death by her father in Iraq, as he was allegedly unhappy about her decision to live alone in Turkey. She had been living in Turkey since 2017 and was visiting Iraq in January, when her family allegedly kidnapped her. Tiba's father confessed to killing her and handed himself over to police after the US shot down what it called a Chinese spy balloon. President Joe Biden said he had ordered the Pentagon to shoot it down as soon as possible. They decided that the best time to do that was as it got over water outside, within the 12-mile limit. he said, and also complimented the aviators who did it. As per a survey by research firm Morning Consult, PM Narendra Modi has highest approval ratings among 22 global leaders. While PM Modi's ratings are currently at 78%, Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador ranked second with 68% approval ratings. Obrador is followed by President of the Swiss Confederation Alain Berset, Australian PM Anthony Albanese and Italy PM Giorgia Meloni. China has released a statement after US shot down what it called a Chinese spy balloon. China will resolutely uphold the relevant company's legitimate rights and interests, and at the same time reserving the right to take further actions in response, it stated. China called the balloon an unmanned civilian airship, and expressed dissatisfaction against use of force by US. A US military fighter jet shot down a suspected Chinese spy balloon on Saturday, a week after it first entered the country's airspace. US President Joe Biden said he had issued the takedown order on Wednesday but was advised to wait until it was over water. The balloon was shot using a single AIM-9X supersonic heat-seeking air-to-air missile.